Hi Coronado, it's Janine in the City Manager's office. Lime Bike, which has had more than 100 of its dockless bicycles impounded and stored at the city's public services storage yards, paid its fees and retrieved its bikes this week. As you may recall, the company was denied a permit to operate on the city's rights-of-way. However, many of its bikes turned up in town. The company paid nearly $9,300 in fees on Monday, July 23rd, and retrieved the 94 bikes associated with that payment on Wednesday, July 25th. No bike-sharing company has the necessary permits to conduct business in Coronado. To stem the proliferation of dockless bikes left in the public rights-of-way, the city tagged and commenced impounding the bicycles in March. The city sent the bike-sharing companies a letter informing them of the city's plan to recycle the impounded bikes if the fees were not paid and the bikes retrieved. Impounded bikes incur a $45 per bike fee plus $1 per day for storage. The fees cover the city's cost for implementing the program. The city must hold the confiscated bikes for 90 days to allow the property owners reasonable time to retrieve their property. As of Friday, July 27th, the city has collected 138 bikes and 100 have been picked up. A landmark public art project built 15 years ago was recently honored by the local chapter of the American Society of Landscape Architects with a 2018 Honor Award. The category was Historic Restoration San Diego Landmark. The award was given at a recent awards ceremony. Nature's Bridge Discovery is an interpretive trail on the east side of the Silver Strand, south of Naval Amphibious Base Coronado and north of Fiddler's Cove. The bridge is 1.5 miles long and features 5 discovery points highlighting the one-of-a-kind ecology of the Silver Strand. The discovery points include a solstice clock, a wind and dune retreat, eelgrass deck, California lease turn interpretive panels, and a wing deck. The project was designed by Schmidt Design Group, who accepted the award on behalf of the city. The Crown City Classic, a local youth soccer tournament hosted by the Coronado Youth Soccer League, will be held this weekend, July 28th and 29th, and again the following weekend, August 4th through 5th. The tournament has been held in Coronado for the past 16 years. Nearly 170 competitive soccer teams from around Southern California participate. Games run from 8 a.m. until sunset on Saturday, with the last games finishing on Sunday at 5 p.m. The tournament uses various field locations, including Tidelands Park, Sunset Park, Kays Soccer Field, and 3 Coronado High School fields. Additional trash receptacles and restrooms are placed at the Kays and Tidelands to manage additional traffic at the venues by the host. At its Tuesday, July 24th meeting, the Planning Commission voted to recommend to the City Council that it establish design and location standards for wireless communications facilities. The goals of the new policy would be to improve transparency by providing public notices to property owners within 300 feet of a proposed facility, encouraging wireless facilities to be stealth designed and located in alleys and non-residential zones, and requiring public hearings for facilities which do not meet design and location standards. The City Council will consider the proposal at a public hearing at its August 21st meeting. Monday's movie Matinee at the Coronado Public Library on July 30th will be a screening of Alfred Hitchcock's film Vertigo. The film will be preceded by a talk, Vertigo, Costuming a Masterpiece, given by Library Director Christian Escoban. The City of Coronado presents Movies on the Bay 2018. The community is invited to join in this free, family-friendly showing of Disney Pixar's Coco on Friday, July 27th at Tidelands Park. Pre-screening activities begin at 6:30 p.m. The movie begins at 8. Bring lawn chairs and blankets for seating. Rico is this week's Pet of the Week.
Hello, I'd like to introduce you to Rico. He's a 3-year-old Chihuahua. As you can see, he's a very handsome little guy. Rico was transferred to us from another shelter because they weren't able to provide him the support that he needs. He was a stray when he came into that shelter, and so we don't know his background, but we're pretty sure he wasn't well treated by people just based on his behaviors. He can be a little sensitive to being handled by people he doesn't know, and he also will guard his really yummy food. So we've been working with him and with a professional trainer, and he has done an amazing job. He's come a really long way. He's super engaging and funny and happy and just always really, really thrilled to see people. He's a great walker on a leash, and he also will sit nicely with you. I've taken him out to lunch and he just hangs out with me. So we are looking for a home, ideally a forever family, but could also look at a foster situation, as we'd like to get him out of the kennel and into a home environment. So we need an adult-only family just to help with the behavioral issues that we're dealing with. and to a family that would be prepared to continue to train him and to give him time to get comfortable with them. We are including as part of his adoption package some training sessions with the woman who's been working with him. So please come down and check him out. Go on positivecoronado.org and look for his bio and make an appointment to come see him. I'm sure you'll fall in love with him just as we have.
To set up a visit with Rico, call PAWS, which runs the city's animal care facility, at 619-522-7371. For more information on these events and all the city's news, check out the City Manager's weekly update online.